What is going on YouTube? Hitterback making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be discussing Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. We're also going to be looking at DueDEX as well as the current coin market cap. Specifically in today's episode though, I would like to continue on discussing the very interesting trends that are happening within not only the cryptocurrency world, but the S&P 500. As the S&P 500 slowly starts to track higher, we're starting to see some very interesting movements with a lot of the other cryptos. As you guys can see, this is literally the daily charts on Litecoin, and it's hard to believe that this is the daily chart, as we are literally just flatline stagnant with the price of Litecoin literally trading between, I'd say, $40 and no more than $42. That is nothing. That is legit nothing, stagnant, no movement. That's crap. We have to fix that, or not necessarily us, but the market is eventually going to fix itself, and we are going to see some sort of repercussion to those movements and eventually see some sort of pop. Now, moving on to the other cryptos, Bitcoin and some of the other ones are actually starting to continue this decline in trending pattern, and ultimately what I'm waiting for specifically in Bitcoin is for the pattern to break itself below its moving average. Otherwise, if you guys aren't new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. This does help out the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can head over there to DM me, whether it's about the current coin market cap, the S&P 500, the world itself. I don't care. Just DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So guys, before we jump into today's video, I want to give a huge shout out again for helping me out with this $200 Bitcoin crypto giveaway. I actually just paid just gave the winner her Bitcoin, and she was extremely excited and happy. And it's pretty awesome to see you guys, and she said she benefited from this a lot. So it was an amazing giveaway, and I would like to continue doing stuff like this in the future. So I definitely will as time goes on. So do anticipate a giveaway to come very shortly, because I think it was very good, and I felt very good doing another giveaway, and you guys were very responsive to it. So huge shout out to you. Otherwise, yesterday I made a video. How much longer? I can tell when the charts are moving based just on the viewership from my YouTube channel. You can see if I go to videos, I can kind of tell the strengths and the weaknesses of the charts as time moves on, and it's very easy to tell when crypto was doing very well. You can see literally a month ago really isn't that too long ago. I'd say a month. We're in July right now, so back in July 2nd, this is July. This is the beginning of July right here. So I can tell by the viewership on my videos when the market's moving up and when people are, getting stagnant, when the market is falling flat. This is July, and you can see we had a price shoot of anywhere, even these candles, from 94 all the way up to 97, 97 down to 94, and then back up to 10,004. And you can see back then my videos were doing, very well. 2,000, 2,000, 4,000, 2, 3, 2.5, 3.6, 3,000, 3,000. Now, moving forward, we're getting, barely over 2. And the reason for this is due to the fact that people are getting bored of Bitcoin. They're waiting for volume. They're waiting for movement. They're waiting for big trends in the market to happen in order to invest. I get it. I understand that. Obviously, the only thing we can really do in situations like this is A, look at altcoins, or B, prepare ourselves for these movements. Now, I have a tier on Patreon where you guys actually can learn about different altcoins and different cryptocurrencies that you can invest in markets of this situation, as well as being able to prepare yourselves to short on DueDEX. Ultimately, as you guys can see, markets are falling. We're really not. There are some cryptos that are actually up 7% VeChain. So here's my proposal to you. There's bigger cryptos in the market like that. And, I did this when I first launched the channel, but please let me know down in the comments below what altcoin you would like to see reviewed in tomorrow's video. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do an altcoin per day, a different altcoin per day, until we see some change in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. So we're going to do a crypto as well as these markets, and we're going to do that until the market sees some sort of swing. This is to keep things interesting, as well as to branch out our horizon and look at other cryptocurrencies that could be of interest, you know? So let me know down below in the comments what you think is the best cryptocurrency of an altcoin to review on the channel, or that you'd like to see reviewed. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please let me know down below. Otherwise, moving on to the other cryptos, let's do XRP and the other ones first. You can see XRP is also hitting its resistance, and this is beautiful. Finally filling the gap, hitting its downtrend right here, finally meeting its maker. I do believe we're going to see some rejection. I'd be extremely blessed and extremely, shocked if we did actually manage to break bullish outside of here and, curve our way up to the moving average. That would ultimately signal some very interesting reconsiderations, as we are fairly bearish on a market that isn't really moving at all. You can see Ethereum is just hanging on for dear life of its resistance right now. Resistance or support, it's just trading sideways, flatlined out, and that follows the pattern for Litecoin as well as Bitcoin. We are literally just trending downwards, and I do believe we are going to drop fairly quickly and fairly low very soon. You can see we now have 1, 2, 3, 4 candles that are in red as we are getting rejected and slowly correcting to the downside. You can see we go from, down here, A, B, C, D, E, and we are going, I believe, going to continue this pattern down to E. I do believe the next point on its mission right now is to slowly, close down closer to $7,700. This is closer to the moving average. I do believe it's going to eventually pull down to this level, retest 7,700, and we'll go from there. But ultimately, I do believe once we retest this, we are going to, have some movement like this. We could either break bullish or bearish, but this is the point that I believe Bitcoin is going to head to. So if you are interested in shorting something like this, I'm all for it. I do believe we're going to correct all the way down to $7,800, right to this moving average on the weekly. If you guys are interested in learning my trades or when I'm doing trades, definitely make sure to follow me, or add me on Patreon, basically. It's links in the description where you guys can understand what I'm doing. But Bitcoin's teeter-tottering on 9,000. I have DueDEX pulled up here, getting ready to short the crap out of the market. We do have Bitcoin loaded into this account, so I know it did update the website. It really didn't change much at all, but I am getting very close and very ready to, put in another order. As I've said prior in videos, just literally setting up, or at least having a DueDEX is the first beneficial thing to do in a market that's consolidating. We like to prepare in the off season, practice in the off season, and then move into, just like MLB. Why would you start practicing during the prime season when games are happening, when it makes sense to take, an off season, practice in the off season, get better in the off season. Then when it comes time to actually put on a show, you'll understand and know exactly how to perform. And this is the exact same technique. Business is business, and this is it. So specifically what we're doing is setting up a DueDEX, having a DueDEX ready, having it funded and totally free to fund it. You can literally put your Bitcoin in, send it right out, and there's no problems. But having it funded and ready for the movement is extremely beneficial, because I bet a lot of people are waiting for the movement to drop, then they're going to transfer money in, and that's going to take a very long time, and you are going to miss out. So funding DueDEX, having it ready, is something like I do to get myself prepared. Then creating a very simple post only. You could even do a stop loss too if you wanted to, but a very simple post only, and I'd say below $8,500. As we know, 8,500 is right about here exactly. So anything below this red moving average will pump us all the way back down to its weekly moving average, which would be 85 is right here. So ending up breaking through this moving average on the daily, and it would pull us all the way down to this moving average on the weekly, down to 78. I do believe that is what is in store for Bitcoin, so I do believe that is going to happen extremely soon. So getting ready for something like that is extremely beneficial. Here is where it shows my available balance. Boom, right there. So preparing yourselves, having an account that's filled, especially when DueDEX is completely free, and they do literally offer signups, first-time signups, up to $70 in free Bitcoin to trade around with, is incredible. It doesn't make sense not to get invested into here and to get ready. Shorting it, boom, just like this, getting ready, leverage about 10 times, I would say, on something like that, and then getting ready to short the crap down all the way to 6,800, if not down even lower, is prime time. Anything below 85 is what we're discussing, and then probably falling back to 7,000 to 6,900 is in that area where we're pretty much preparing for. Lastly, the S&P 500 is looking great, guys. Very interesting movements, I would like to say. We're starting to see what could be a bullish cross on the MACD, and ultimately we are starting to head back up once again, which is extremely interesting, just the way the whole market's been moving. We corrected all the way down about 60% and flew right back up about 50%. Literally inches away from the top, not even. It's incredible to see how much of a recovery we did in such a short notice. Literally 1, 2, 3 months, we came all the way back up for something that dropped us to. This is I'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 months of what we are looking at is the COVID, happening. This is the time frame. We dropped the first 2 from the scare, shot all the way back up as things are getting old. People are getting bored of it, annoyed. Media is trying to pump it again, and we're just losing our patience with it. And market is recovering extremely nicely. So this was an amazing time to buy in. And I'm so fortunate and blessed that I did buy in on this massive dip. As we know, buy the dip. Incredible savings, probably a lifetime where we're ever going to see prices this low again. So I'm very blessed and fortunate that I bought in on this dip and that we just started to talk about Roth IRAs and investing right before it happened. Incredible. Hopefully you guys benefited too. Otherwise, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notification, leave a giant thumbs up, follow me on Twitter, CryptoVOfficial, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.